My dear students, good evening. Am I audible? My dear students, good evening. Are you all there in the class? Are you all there in the class? Everyone? Good evening, Alia. Good evening. Why such late reply? You always sleeping, huh? Were you all sleeping? Yes, sir. Oh, wow. Arjun, you were sleeping, huh? Then why such late reply? Good evening, Charlie. Okay. Ayappa, are you there in the class? Akshita, Bulbul Sharma. I'm not visible. Yeah, I come. Hi, good evening. How are you all? Great. Looking good. Yes, are you all doing good? Yes, I'm too good. I'm very good. Thank you. Yeah, I had my lunch. You all had your lunch? You all had your lunch or not? Yes. Okay. Hand pain, no hand pain. My hand has got cured. Completely it's cured. Thank you for asking. Okay. Everyone had your lunch? Huh? Everyone done with your lunch? Anything special? Tomorrow Gandhi Jayanti. Anyway, you people have holiday. Yes, no? You people have holiday, right? My dear students, do you have holiday or you don't have holiday? You have holiday, you want holiday or you don't want holiday? If you don't want holiday, I'll take the class. Shall I take the class? No, tomorrow Lal Bahadur Shastri birthday. Houda? Okay. Take class, sir. Oh, every day I take class and you people want me to snatch away my holiday. Yeah? You people want to snatch away my holiday? Take class, ma'am. Want holiday. Yeah, I don't know who wants holiday or not. I really want a holiday. I really want a holiday because complete week I'll be working, na? Yeah. Don't worry, we will give holiday. Don't worry, we will give holiday. And tomorrow you people do have holiday. Tomorrow you people do have holiday. Okay, good, nice. I think you will do Gandhi. I will not do any Gandhi Jayanti. My Gandhi Jayanti is only sleeping in house. That's all. I'll just sleep. I'll not do anything. Yeah. Okay. Nice. Guys, did you all think about the course, sir? Did you all think about the course? No. Okay. Okay. Others? Not yet. Okay. Keep thinking. Keep thinking. By the time this workshop will get over, my connection, your connection, cut. Okay. Done. Ma'am. Chocolates, sir. Chocolates? What chocolates you want? For what you want chocolates? You want chocolates for Gandhi Jayanti? What do you want me to tell, Ayappa? Okay, do one thing. You people want chocolates, no? You people come to the course, take the course, then I'll give you big, big chocolates. Yeah. Okay. Okay, nice. Shall we start with the class? Yes. Shall we start with the class, my dear students? Yes, everyone. Yes. Okay. So what and all we learned yesterday? I think yesterday we learned something called as selectors. Yes or no? We learned about selectors or not? My dear students, please do reply. Guys, this is the 12th day. 13, 14, 15. Another 3 days I will be with you. Just 3 days I might be with you. That's all. After that, you'll never see Aishwarya ma'am in your life. Okay. At least in those 3 days, left out 3 days, talk to me, no? Okay. You will talk to me? Yes. Yes. Okay. So what we learned in the last class, we learned about selectors. In the selectors, what are the different types of selectors? What are the different types of selectors? The first type of selector we saw was ID selector. How do you represent the ID selector? How do you represent the ID selector? The ID selector is represented by hashtag. How do you represent class selector? It is represented by dot. Yes or no? It is represented by dot. And how is your element selector represented? By taking the element name which is inside the angular brackets. Yes or no? Yes or no? Guys, it is not always the pre-tag. It is not always the pre-tag. Anything which is there inside the angular bracket, that is called as element name. That is called as element name. Okay. After that, what we saw? We saw about group selector. Yes or no? We saw about group selector. What are the different? Okay. How do you represent the group selector? You will take group 1, comma, group 2. Group 1, comma, group 2. Yes or no? How do you represent universal selector? How do you represent universal selector? Universal selector is represented by twinkle, twinkle, little star. Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes. And how is your, what is the next type of selector? Child selector. You will be taking the example of lists. In that unordered list child, if you have to select any child selector or descendant selector, you will be just using the greater than symbol. Yes or no? Yes or no, everyone? Everyone? Yes or no? Yes. After that, what we saw? After that, we saw something called as attribute selector, where we saw an example of forms. In that forms, we use the attribute called as type. Yes or no? Yes or no, my dear students? Yes. After that, we saw something called as adjacent sibling selector, where you will be taking the tag name plus whichever you want to change the color. Means whichever sibling you want to change, that one you will be taking. So this was all about selectors we saw. This was all about selectors we saw. Yes or no? Everyone? Everyone? Yes. So today, see, yesterday you also learned about border properties. Yes or no? But today we will be learning, something called as, one second. Yeah. Today we will be learning something called as border and shadowing properties. Border and shadowing properties. Okay? Clear? Clear? Yes or no? And I also want to tell you something. Today I will take the class only for 1 hour. Today I will take the class only for 1 hour. Okay? Done? Okay. Okay, done. So today we will see something called as border and shadowing properties. So usually for writing the border syntax, in that border, how many values you can pass? In that border, how many values you can pass? Guys, in the border, how many you can pass 3 values? Yes or no? So how you were writing? You were taking the property name as border. Inside that first value, you can give it something called as width. Next one, you were giving something called as style. And next one, you were giving something called as color. Yes or no? Yes or no? Guys, I just want to ask you a very small question. Shall I ask the question? Shall I ask the question? Yes. See, what is the original spelling of color? It is C-O-L-O-U-R, no? C-O-L-O-U-R. But in HTML, do you use C-O-L-O-U-R or C-O-L-O-R? Have you observed this? Have you observed this? You will use not C-O-L-O-U-R, you will use C-O-L-O-R. Clear? Yes, done. So now in this width, how will you mention this width in the form of pixels? In the form of pixels. Yes or no? Yes or no? My dear students, soon you have to reply fast. Okay. And what are the different types of styles we saw? We saw the very first style that is called as solid. We saw the second type that was called as what? The second type was called as dashed. And you also saw the third type. What was the third type called as? The third type was called as dotted. Yes or no? Yes or no? These were the properties you saw. Okay. So now, yes, for border, these are only the properties. But this complete thing, you know, this will be called as shorthand of border properties. This will be called as shorthand of border properties. Okay. Shorthand of border property means, you know, actually originally what are the different types of border properties? The different types of border properties. For this border properties, the different types are, the first one is the same thing, border width. The first one is border width. And the second one, again, it is the style. It is called as border style. And the third one is called as border color. Okay. If you want like, ma'am, no ma'am, I just want to enter the border width and border color separately. Then you can use like this. Border width is equals to those many pixels. How many ever pixels you want to give, you give. And for border color, whichever color you want to give, you can give. Okay. This is called as, these are the different types of border properties. And if they ask, what is the shorthand of border properties? You will be writing it. Am I clear? Am I clear? My dear students, am I clear? Yes or no? Any doubt you have? Any doubt you have? In this one also, see, not only that you have border style, border width, border color, you also have something called as, border up. Then you have something called as border bottom. You have something called as border bottom. And you also have something called as border, you also have something called as border left. And you also have something called as border right. Okay. Am I clear with this? Am I clear with this? Yes. Shall we see this practically? Shall we see this practically? Yes or no? Everyone. Everyone, what is the shorthand property of border? You will be taking border width, style, color in one single line. Now, can you tell me this is inline CSS or what type of CSS is this one? What type of CSS is that one? Is it inline CSS or external CSS? Is it inline CSS or not? My dear students, yes or no? Everyone reply. Why it is inline CSS? Because see, you have border width, border style, border color. Everything is enclosed within one single line. So only that is called as inline CSS. Shall we see this practically? Yes or no? My dear students, reply, please. Guys, keep one thing in mind. Aishwarya ma'am will be there for only 3 days. Only 3 days. Keeping that in the mind, you people talk to me. If you feel like. If you don't feel like, I will not force you all. Okay. So now, So now let me create a, yeah, even I'll also really miss you all so much. Trust me, I will miss you all so much. This was the best workshop class or workshop students I have done till now, because you all were so obedient. You all were interacting with me. Though it is online, you are interacting with me so well. And I'm really very grateful for that, and I'm really very happy for that. Next one. So now we will keep the file name as border.html. Border.html. Thank you, Mr. Hacker. At least now will you reveal your name? Or will you reveal your name at the end of the class? Okay. The title at the end. Okay. Suspense. Okay. I'll wait for that. So now here, let me keep the title as border properties. Let me keep the title as border properties. Okay. So now inside this title tag, inside this body tag, I will just consider one paragraph element. And now I will consider one div tag here. What output will I get? Will I get any output? I will not get any output. Obviously, you will not get any output. Why you will not get any output? Because neither inside the paragraph tag or inside the div tag, I have not given any content. Yes or no? Have I given any content there? My dear students, have I given any content there? No. So now what I will do, for this same paragraph tag, and div tag, I will give some border properties. Okay. So now I will take the tag called as style tag. Now you tell me which selector I am using here. Selector, not CSS. Which selector I am using here? Am I using ID selector, class selector, group selector? Now you are using the selector called as element selector. What is the element here? P tag. What is the element here? P tag. Am I clear? Now I will directly use the shorthand property of border, and I will say give the border as purple. Take it as solid. Oh, sorry. First you have to give the border width. I will give it as 5 pixels. Then I will say purple. Not purple also. I have to give it as solid. Then I will give the color as purple. Now I'll just save this, go back and refresh. What is happening here, guys? Border means you should get all 4 sides. No, I am getting only one line here. Can you tell me why I am getting only one line here? Can you tell me why I am getting only one line here and not the complete border? Because, guys, see, inside this paragraph tag, have you passed any content? Inside this paragraph tag, have you passed any content? See, inside this paragraph, I will give my name. as Aishwarya. Now I will just save this, go back and refresh. Can you see? Now I am getting the border. Yes or no? Yes or no, everyone. So now what I will do, I will not pass any content inside this. But instead, I will use one property called as height. Have you heard about this attribute? You have heard, no? You will use height. I will say 300 pixels. And now I will give some width. I will give it as 250 pixels. And I will save this, go back and refresh. Can you see? I am getting the border according to the height and width which I have given. Yes or no? Everyone, please do reply soon. Okay. So now you got this one. Now I will again use, now with paragraph tag you understood how to give border. Okay. How to give border by using shorthand properties. Now, we will see the same with the actual border properties. Now, I will use one property called as border width. What is the first thing, first value we will pass? We will pass border width. Let me give it as 5 pixels. Now I will save. Now I'll go here. I'll refresh. I'm not getting any border. Why I'm not getting any border? Because I have not given the style of that border. Now I will give something called as border. Let me take it as border style. And for this border style, I will take dotted. I will take dotted. I will give next border property, border, and I will give border color. Color now I will give it as purple. Okay, now I will save this. No, that width is different. See, this width is entirely for the border. This width is there, no? This width is nothing but, you can see the thickness here. Thickness, that is the width. This thickness is for the width, Ayappa. Whatever you are giving here, no? Border width, this 5 pixel. See, as soon as I change this to 6 pixel, it will increase. It will increase. Just observe here. Can you see? That pixel is for... Okay. Arjun, what do you want me to repeat? See, here, Ayappa asked me that, ma'am, you have already given border width here. Here also you have width. This width, I am just giving it for the box to be displayed. For the box to be displayed, I am giving the border. Now, this border width, can you see this dotted? It is small now. Now, what I will do by using border width, now let me change it to 10 pixel and I will save this. I'll go back and I'll refresh. See, the whatever is there, the border size is there, no, that is getting increased. That is getting increased. That width is different and this width is nothing but thickness. Border width is nothing but thickness. Am I clear? Am I clear? Yes. So now, if you alone use border and you give directly as 2 pixel, dotted and purple also, you will get the code. If you singly use border width, border style, border color also, you will get the output. Am I clear with border properties? Am I clear with border properties, everyone? Okay. So now, what is the next tag I will consider? I will consider div tag now. I will consider div tag now. Are you people getting it? Now, which selector am I using again? Which selector am I using again? I'm using element selector. Yes. For this one, I will use another one property called as border top. Border top. Here also, the same thing you will give. Border width, let me give it as 6 pixels. Now let me take it as dotted and let me give the color as plum. Okay. Now again, I will give border. Let me give it to border bottom. And now here also again I will give. Let me increase the pixel size. I will give 8 pixels. I will keep it as that. And which color you want me to take? Shall I take red? Yes. Now, next property I will give. I will say border left. Border left. Here I will say 9 pixels. I will say solid. And I will give the color as yellow. Yellow. Okay. Next one. I will again take another one property called as border right. Border right. Here I will give 10 pixels and now I will take something called another one property you have, another one style in border you have something called as groove. Groove. Okay. Now I will give the color here as dark blue or I will give it as dark magenta. Okay. Now I will save this. Can you tell me what is the output which I am going to get? What is the output I am going to get? So now if you go here and you refresh, can you see? Ma'am, still I cannot see, ma'am. Why you cannot see? Because you haven't given the height and width to it. So now I will give the same height and width which I gave previously. Now I'll copy this and go here and paste this. Now I'll save it, go back and refresh. Can you see? For each border, for each side, see, for border top, it is a different style. Border bottom, it is a different style. Border left, it is a different style. Border right, it is a different style. So for each side of the border, you can give different colors or different styles. Am I clear? Am I clear with this? Yes or no? Now, are you people seeing Jingilara colors? Yes or no? Everyone? Yes? Am I clear with border properties? Yes? Yeah, I will show the code. I will show the code. Yeah. See, the code is here. Please do write it down. Yeah, please write it down. Done with this? Done with this, everyone. Shall I go to the next one? Shall I go to the next one? Now, again here, I will consider another one div tag. Again here, I will consider another one div tag and I will go here and again I will use div tag. I will enter here. Okay. So now, what will happen here? Here, now guys, till now you people are seeing how to give borders. That is in the form of dotted, dashed, solid and grow. Yes or no? Now we will see how to display for these borders, how to give image. Now, man, just I am thinking we can add inside the border anything or only for border. Inside the border, further you will be learning. Don't worry, I will teach you about it. Okay? Okay? So now, till now you people saw only 4 styles of border. That is, one is dotted, one is dashed, one is solid and another one is grow. Can we make heart? Don't worry, I don't know whether, yeah, you can make heart, but after Mahatma Gandhi Jayanti, I will make you people draw one teddy bear, guys. Trust me, I will make you people draw one teddy bear by using HTML and CSS. Okay, girls, you all love teddy bear, na? I will make you people do it. Okay, boys, you people make tiger. Boys, you people make tiger. Whichever robot also you can do. Yes, guys, trust me, how it's possible by using something called as thank you. Yeah, I have to tell it to Gandhiji. Okay, good. Okay, how it is possible, Ayappa, it is possible by using something called as border radius properties. Further you will be, we can write Gandhi note. Yes sir, John, we can write, we can send love letter to Gandhiji also. Okay. Someone. Okay. Okay. Now I am considering this div tag, another one div tag, and here let me give, first of all, let me give the, let me use the shorthand border properties. Let me take it as 3 pixels. Let me take it as solid and let me take my favorite color, plum. Okay. No, plum is not my favorite now. Now I will take crimson. Okay. So now, after this, guys, carefully observe here. Carefully observe here. Now, again, I will use the same height and width. Now, again, let me again use the same height and width. Okay, I will paste this. Okay, so now let me save this. Go back here and refresh. Okay, I am getting 2. See, guys, can you tell me why I am getting like this? Why I am getting like this? Why the complete, all the div elements is getting changed? Now, first of all, you tell me, there are 2 div elements here. There are 2 div elements here. Now, how will, okay, you want me, okay, first of all, you have 2 div tags here. Now, here also you have div tag, here also you have div tag, but how will your code understand that which div tag I want to use? Which div tag I want to use? So at that time, what I can do is, guys, carefully observe here. Carefully observe here. At this time, what I can do here is, I will use something called as class. I will use something called as class and I will take it as div1. Div1. Now I will save this. Okay. Here you have written div, no, here I will give the name as div1. Div1. Now I will save this. Go back and refresh. Can you see? Can you see it is again happening for the same thing? What I should do now? What I should do? Now let me give a break here. Let me give a break here. Now let me save this. Go back and refresh. Okay. Clear? Clear? Yes or no? My dear students, yes or no? So now for your better understanding, let me just remove this and let me take only one div tag. Let me take only one div tag and now let me save this, go back and refresh. Okay. So now only one div tag I have considered here. Now, ma'am, for this one, I will change all these. I will change all these and I will keep it simple. I will just take border property, border. I will take 2 pixels. I will take it as solid and I will take the favorite color crimson. I will take the favorite color crimson. Now I will save this. Go back and refresh. Okay, you just have only this border. Now, for this border, I will try to give some image. Now, for this border, I will try to give some image. Guys, you people carefully observe now. Now, you have another one border property called as border. Now, I am saying that I want to please install live preview extension. That in further classes I'll do, ma. Now it's not required. Okay, so now what I will do here, now I will use another one property called as border image source. I will use something called as border image source and now I will use one attribute called as URL. Now I will give some image name here. I will give some image name here. Okay. Now I will just save this. Now what happened, guys? Why I am not getting it? Why I am not getting it? Can you see anything here? Can you see anything here? No, 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 there is no dotted also. First of all, let me remove this paragraph tag. Yeah. Now I'll save this, go back and refresh. Can you see anything here? Why I'm not able to see is because I have just given the border image, but you also have another one thing called as border. You have another one thing called as border image slice. Border image slice, and I will give 2 values here. I will give 50 pixel and I will give 20 pixel. Now I will save this, go back and refresh. Can you see? You can see something at least there. Can you see that you can at least see something there? Yes or no? Can you see some 2 lines here? See, can you see some 2 lines? Ma'am, you said you will give border, but I'm getting only line. I'm getting only line. How to give the complete border? How to give the complete border? Here, again, you will use something called as border hyphen image width. Border image width. And let me give it as 50 pixel. Let me give it as 50 pixel. Now let me save this, go back and refresh. Can you see? Can you see, guys? The border I am getting, side I am not getting because the image is like that only. What is slice? Okay, let me, have I already? 1 second. Yeah, instead of this image, let me give like this v.jpeg. Now I will just save this. I'll go here, refresh. What is this image slice is nothing but now I will remove this. I will just save this. I'll go back and refresh. Ma'am, there is no image at all. I want to see the image. I want to see the image. So now I will use, if I want to see the image, I will use one property called as border, border, image, border, image, slice. Border, image, slice. And now I will take 50 pixel, not 50 pixel. Let me take 40 and 20. And now I will just save this, go back and refresh. Can you see what is happening here, my dear students? Am I getting the border or not? Guys, slice is just used. Now, for an example, just see here. Just see here. What do you mean by slice is nothing but, if you consider this as one complete image, this is one complete image, okay? Slice is nothing but, it will be taking a part of the image from all the corners. It will be taking a part of image from all the corners. That is the reason why I'm giving it as image slice. I mean, sorry, border image slice. Ayappa, clear? Ayappa? Yes. So now, ma'am, you can see the border. I can see the border, ma'am, but I want it still more bit visible. So then you just use another one property called as border image width. Border image width, and the width I will give it as 40 pixels. Now I will save this, go back and refresh. Can you see? Can you see, my dear students? Ma'am. Okay. Okay. Done. Okay, 1 second. Guys, as Mr. Hacker said, you also have another one extension. You see, every time I'm going, I'm refreshing it, no? So you have using live server. Mr. Hacker, now are you happy? Are you happy now? Yes. Yes or no? Now I will change it to 50 pixel. I will save it. Now can you see? Can you see? Yes or no? Yes or no? Everyone, please do reply. Please do reply. Man, for this, inside you can see one box here. You can see one box. So now inside this box also I can give some background color. Now I will take background color and now let me give it to black. Okay, I will save this. Can you see? The background color is black now. Yes or no? Yes or no, my dear students? Am I clear with this? Am I clear with border properties? What if so? If you want to add images to the border, you have the property called as border image source. And for that source, you will not be using SRC attribute, but you will be using the attribute called as URL. Am I clear? Next one is the border image has to be displayed. You will be using image slice, and you have to give some random 2 values here. Next one, if you have to get the image width increased, you will be using something called as border image width and give some pixels inside this. Am I clear with border properties? Am I clear with how to add images to the border? How to add images to the border? Yes or no? Yes, ma'am, you made CSS easy. Thank you, Mr. Hacker. Thanks a lot. Okay, so now shall I move to the next one? Shall I move to the next one? Yes or no? Yes or no, my dear students? Yeah, the code is here. Please see. Done. Okay. So now let me remove this. Let me remove this. Let me remove this also inside the body tag. Now I will show, see, till now you saw how to add borders and how to add images to the border. Next one, we will see how to add borders to iframes and how to add borders to tables. How to add borders to iframes and how to add borders to tables. Am I clear? Am I clear? My dear students, am I clear? First of all, let me consider what is the tag name you have to use for iframe. Is iframe only. Now I will just save this and refresh. Can you see? There is one iframe here. Can you see? There is one iframe here. Yes or no? Now, for this iframe, I want to add border. For this iframe, I want to add border. So now, inside the style tag, just use the name called as iframe and open the parenthesis. Am I clear? Am I clear? Now, I will say border. Now I will give 5 pixels. I will say daughter. And now I will say, now I'll just save this. Refresh. Can you see? This is an iframe. Yes, this is an iframe. But for this iframe, I am trying to give the border. For this iframe, I am trying to give the border. Ma'am, for this iframe, can I add image? For this iframe, can I add image? Yes, you can add image to this. Again, what you have to use? You have to use border, image, source. Then you have to use the attribute called as URL or SRC. URL or SRC. You will be using URL. Now I will give some random name here. Okay. Now I'll just save this. Refresh. Guys, you wanted to know what is pixel even in nice manner. No, can you see 4 dots here? Can you see 4 dots here? Yes or no? Everyone. Everyone. So now I said you something about image slice, no, where it will be taking a part of the image from all the 4 corners. Do you have the 4 corners of that image here? Yes or no? So now, again, if I want it to be displayed a bit more, I will be using border, image, slice. Border, image, slice, and I will give 40,20. I will save this. Can you see? Can you see? You had only 4 boxes there. Now, I'm getting the complete border. I am getting the complete border. That is where you will be using something called as border, image, slice. Am I clear? Am I clear? Now, ma'am, I want to give the width, ma'am. I want to give the width. Give. Who's stopping you? Now I will say border, image, hyphen. I will say width. And now here I will give the width as 20 pixels. Save this. Refresh. Can you see? This is an iframe. For that iframe, I am giving the border. Am I clear with this? Everyone, Mr. Hacker, Alia, Arjun, Ayappa, am I clear? Am I clear? Any doubts you have? Any doubts you have? Ma'am, can you give shadow to this border properties? Yes, you can give shadows. Now, you just see here. You just observe this. You just observe this. I will use one property called as box shadow. I will use one property called as box shadow. I will give 5 pixel, 5 pixel. I will give 50 pixel, 50 pixel. 1 second. Yeah. And I will give the color as red. Okay. I will save this. Can you see I am getting the shadow to the iframe also? Yes or no? Yes or no? Everyone, can you see there is a shadow to the iframe? Yes. Now you people are getting into Jingilala world or not? Yes or no? Now you people are getting into the colorful worlds. You have already gotten. Now you are getting deeper inside. Yes. Am I clear? 5, 5, 50. What is that? Let me tell you. Yes, yes, I will tell. I will tell. Okay. Next one, you have something called as, I said you, see, border properties is over. Border properties is over. Next one, you have something called as shadow properties. You have something called as shadow properties. What is this shadow properties? Let me tell you. Let me tell you what is this shadow properties. Now here, let me write it as shadow properties. Let me write it as shadow properties. Okay. So, guys, in the border, how many values you could pass? How many values you were passing in the border? You were able to pass 3 values inside that. Yes or no? You were able to pass 3 values and you were using the name called as border. Yes or no? Yes or no? So now, for this shadow, you will not be using it as shadow, but you will be using it as box shadow. Box shadow. Okay. So now, for this one, you can pass 4 values. You have to pass 4 values to this. Ma'am, what are those 4 values? What are those 4 values? The 4 values is, one is horizontal offset value. One is horizontal offset value. Next one is vertical offset value. Vertical offset value. And the third one, you have horizontal offset value, vertical offset value, and you have something called as blur radius. You have something called as blur radius. What is this blur radius? I will show it to you. And the last one, you have something called as color. The last one, you have something called as color. So what are the different types of shadow properties you have? One is, see, you have only one property, that is box shadow. Box shadow is nothing but you will be having the border, no? For that border, you will be giving box shadow properties. Okay. Okay. Am I clear? And for that one, you can pass 4 values. One is horizontal value, vertical value, blur radius, and color. What is this blur radius? I will show it to you. Please see here. Are you people clear with this? Ayappa, Arjun, Hacker, Alia, Bulbul. Are you all clear with this? Shall I show this practically? Yes. Okay. Now just see here. Now from 5 pixels, see, the first one is horizontal offset value, vertical offset value. Guys, horizontal is this one, vertical is this, sir. This is horizontal or this is horizontal? Okay, now just see, I will save this and I will refresh. Can you see for the horizontal offset value and vertical offset value, horizontal offset value, and this is the vertical offset value. So the first one is for horizontal offset value where I have given 5 pixels. Am I getting here? Am I getting here? For the vertical offset value, again 5 pixels I have given. Am I getting here for both horizontal and vertical? Yes or no? And you have something called as blur radius. See, for this blur radius, I have just given 5 pixels. Now I will change it to 50 pixels. I will save this. Can you see? The shadow is getting increased. The shadow is getting increased means before, if you just gave less pixels, now see, the shadow is very sharp. The shadow is very sharp, yes or no? But now, when I increase the blur radius value and I save this and I refresh, the sharpness is going. The sharpness is going, yes or no? Yes or no? Everyone, this is the meaning of shadow properties. This is the meaning of shadow properties. Am I clear? Am I clear? Ma'am, now I want to give border to the table, ma'am. For the table, I want to add borders. For the table, I want to add borders. Okay, add the border. So now, if you have to get the table, you will be using the table name. You will be using the table name. And first of all, let me directly take TR. Let me directly take TR. And I will give the table heading here. The table heading, I will give it as name. I will give it as name. And now, again, I will take another one table heading, and I will give it as city. Okay, and I will give it as, yes, 50 pixel sharpness. That's what I said. Okay, so now I will just, after this, let me close this TR tag. Again, I will consider one TR tag. And now I will give the table data for this. Table data for this. I will give Ayappa, and then I will give another data as he is from Bangalore. Okay, now I will just save this. I'll go here. Sorry, I'll here refresh. Can you see the table here? Can you see the table? Yes or no? Yes or no, my dear students? Let me give a break here. We are now save and refresh. Yes, can you see the table here? Ma'am, for this table, I want to give the border, ma'am. For this table, I want to give the border. Don't do anything here. Don't do anything here. You have something called as TH and TD. Yes or no? Can you see table heading and table data value? Yes or no, my dear students? So now, by using element selector, I will say TH, TD. Can you tell me what type of selector is this? Can you tell me what type of selector is this? Elementor? No. This is group selector. This is group selector. So now, for this one, I will give the border properties. I will give the border properties. I will give 2 pixel. I will give solid. I will give it as, tell anyone favorite color, no? Let me take it as sky blue. Okay, now I will save this and refresh. Can you see you are getting the border here? Can you see you are getting the border here? Yes or no? Yes or no? Now here, before that, inside this table, inside this table, I will use one property called as border. And now I will save this. Now what is happening? Can you see you are getting the border there? Can you see that you are getting the border there? Yes or no? Ma'am, I want single border, ma'am. I want single border, ma'am. You just see here what I will do here. You just see what I will do here. I will take the table. I will use element selector and I will say border collapse. I will say border collapse and I will give the value as collapse and I will save this and refresh. Can you tell me what is the difference between the previous output which I got and the current output which I am getting? See, first of all, now let me remove this. I will save this. I'll refresh. How is the table here? How is the table here? You have double line. You have double line. Yes or no? So now, to remove this double line, I will use the element selector and I will take the table properties, and inside this table, I will just use one property called as, border collapse, and I will give the value as collapse, and I will save this, and you refresh. Now, I'll go here. Can you see how the table is? It is like a table only. Yes or no? Yes or no, my dear students? Yes. Am I clear with this? Am I clear with this? Ma'am, again for this border, I want to give shadow, ma'am. Okay, give. I will use the property called as box shadow. Again, I will give 6 pixel, and I will give 70 pixel, and I will take it as yellow. Okay, I'll save and refresh. Can you see, guys? Can you see? Yes or no? Yes or no? Ma'am, for the text, I want to give shadow, ma'am. For the text, I want to give the shadow. How to give shadow to the text? Now, what I'll do here, just observe here. After this table tag, let me use break tag. Let me use break tag. Again, I will use break tag. So now, inside this, I will consider one H1 tag. I will consider one H1 tag and I will take it as workshop 2024. I will save this and I will refresh. You have got this, ma'am. Now for this text, I want to add shadow, ma'am. For this text, I want to add shadow. Yes, you can add shadow. How? Again, go back to the style tag. Use the H1 tag. Use the tag name called as H1. Open the parenthesis and use the property as box shadow. And now you give 7 pixel, 7 pixel, and you give 80 pixel, and you give the color as red. Okay, and I will save this and refresh. Sorry, this is for border. I'm sorry. One second. Now, for the text, if I want to add, I will be using something called as text shadow properties. Text shadow properties. And even for this one, I will use the same thing. I will paste this. And now, instead of red, I will give it as yellow. And I will save this and refresh. It's not being seen. 1 second. Let me give it as 2 pixel. Let me take it as 2 pixel and save this. Yes. Now can you see for the text you are adding shadow? Yes or no? Yes or no, my dear students? Am I clear with this? Now are you people liking the session? Yes or no? Ma'am, remove one more time shadow. Okay. Instead of removing, let me comment this. Okay, see Ayappa. Box, sir, you want me to remove the box? Okay, wait 1 second, I'll remove. Yes, Ayappa, can you see? Yes, everyone, am I clear? Am I clear with this? Do you have any doubts regarding border properties or shadowing properties or text shadow properties? Any doubt do you have? Any doubt? No. So as I said you, I will be leaving you people early. So are you clear with this? Any doubts do you have? Okay. So 9 minutes is there. What 9 minutes is there? For what 9 minutes is there, ma? 5:10 I start. See, 4:10 I started the class. Yeah. You want me to display the code? Okay. See. How many days you will complete CSS? I will complete. Don't worry, I will complete it very soon. If suppose I cannot complete it, I will take 1 day extra, that is on Saturday. That only I said last day, no? That only I said last time, no? Tendulkar? Tell me day, sir. Tendulkar? First of all, what's your full complete name? Is this the way you talk to a trainer? Tell me the days. Can you talk like this? Yeah, attendance is there. It is 15 days. It is 15 days, which I said already in CSS. We just have 4 more topics, which I will complete it. Anyway, you people have 3 more days plus 1 day extra I'm taking, that is for your project. Clear? Clear, Mr. Tendulkar? Okay, guys, thank you so much. Have a nice day. Bye-bye. Take care.